Have you noticed, Kuntun Satit, that the amnesty issue seems to have played out quite well with the Pheu Thai party, but Abhisit seems to be quite frustrated every time he is interviewed and asked about the issue of amnesty. He says it's a waste of time. He says it's not the real priority of this campaign. He says the people's livelihood, stomach problem, mouth and stomach, he says, is the main thing. Don't talk about amnesty. But it seems that Yingluck is using amnesty as a very big campaign issue.
Yes, if you ask me, Kun Abhisit should be thankful that Pheu Thai party is selling the amnesty.
Why?
As the election selling point, because it's a very explosive issue. It's no easy issue at all. And Kun Abhisit should take this as an opportunity to go back at the Pheu Thai party, which is gaining ground in this election campaign.
Why don't you think amnesty is a good issue for Pheu Thai? Could get votes for...
I don't think it's a good issue for Pheu Thai.
Why not?
I think Kun Yingluck or Kun Chalerm have been talking about amnesty just to put it on the record that, okay, we have said it during the election campaign, so in the future, if the Pheu Thai government, suppose the party wins the election and want to revive this issue, they can tell the public that we campaign on this platform. We told the voter that if we won the election, we would seek the amnesty for the people.
But Yingluck has been saying that is amnesty for everybody, not only for my brother.
Yes, and that is the explosive thing. Because, the opposition will not come from the outside the Pheu Thai party, it will come from the inside. What about the red shirt people who have been campaigning for the justice for the people who were killed last year? Supposing the Pheu Thai government is going to work on an amnesty, and they said, okay, this is a blanket amnesty for everyone.
For the soldiers, for the police, for the yellow shirts,
the
for
major
the red
question
shirts.
will be, what about the people allegedly responsible for the death of the red shirt protesters last year?
Well, they try to draw a line between criminal charges and political charges.
That would be a very difficult thing to do. It would turn into a Democrat against the yellow shirt. The Democrat Party and the yellow shirt have the similar situation when the Democrat become the government, and they find it very difficult to handle the cases involving the yellow shirt. So it could be a role reversal here between the Pheu Thai party and the red shirt people. If they take up the amnesty issue, it will be very, very complicated and explosive.
But don't you think it would draw votes for the Pheu Thai
It
party?
will not draw votes. The red shirt, the Pheu Thai party have a very established power base, saying that they will fight for amnesty. We're not going to win them new friends. But I think they will just say it for the sake of putting it on the record.
So that they can help Kun Thaksin's case.
In the future, they can say, okay, we have, when the people start criticizing them in the future, they can just say, okay, we told the voters that we are going to do this, and we are now doing this.
So it's an obligation.
It's an obligation. It's a pledge, and it's like some kind of immunity for them in the future.
But those who oppose it would say that the whole thing boils down to just for one person. This amnesty thing, it is only to get Thaksin out of trouble so that he can come home.
That would be a controversy in the future, and we have some reporters talking with some informed source in the Pheu Thai party. They say that it's going to take time, at least. It will not happen. If Pheu Thai becomes government, it will not start working on the amnesty bill right away. They will just test the waters first, and then they could, if they think the political environment is no good, they would just try to buy time about it, setting up committees, having public hearings.
It is also complicated in the sense that Thaksin's case, the 2-year jail sentence, was based on a criminal charge.
It's a criminal charge.
It's not political.
It's the same thing as if we talk about the the soldiers involved in last year incident, they would be facing criminal charges as well. And the same goes for Kun Thaksin. It's not a political case because
And yellow shirts taking over the airport, is it political or is it criminal?
well,
You know?
they have violated some laws, and they said that it's political case. And Kun Cherlem make it clear that the yellow shirt will fall under this amnesty. Well, so
Yeah. It is very political. The whole issue is very, very elusive to me.
so it's not easy at all. I don't think it's going to happen with
Yeah,
this.
it's easier said than done, and it could become quite complicated even if Pheu Thai Party has the absolute majority in parliament after the election, because it would start up another series of very divisive scenario. Anyway, we will wait and see whether amnesty will become a real issue in this election.